Okay, Nick Clark here with RunColo.com. We're here in Zinal, 2 days before the Sierre-Zinal mountain race, big race on the European mountain running circuit. I am here with two Colorado residents, Megan Lund and Brandy Erholtz. Did I get that right?
I go by Lazat now.
Oh, sorry. Recently married, okay, Megan
yes.
Lazat.
Megan Lund Lazat, I guess.
Okay. And yeah, like I say, 2 days before Sierre-Zinal. How long have you guys been out here? Maybe Megan, if you start.
I got here Wednesday morning, but I've been in Zinal, I guess, 24 hours now.
24 hours in Zinal?
Mm-hmm.
And how have you been filling the time since you've been here?
Kind of tired. I think I'm still a little bit jet lagged, but that's kind of normal to feel kind of sluggish before the race, so it's pretty normal.
So 2 days to kind of rest up a little more, and then
just kind of relax.
Okay, and Brandy, you've been out in Europe a while, huh?
Yeah, I flew over on the 19th of July and I did a couple other races. Been in Zinal since Monday.
Since Monday?
Mm-hmm.
So what races have you done whilst you've been out here?
I did the Italy Dolomite Sky Race, and then I did the Sierre-Zinal Grand Prix mountain running 10K uphill.
Okay, where was that?
That was in Austria.
Okay.
How did those races go for you?
Better than the rest of my season has been going up to this point. I was third in the Dolomite race and I was fourth in the Grand Prix race, and there were 9 countries represented in the top 10 of the Grand Prix. So I was happy with that.
International affair.
Yeah.
So are any of the girls that you raced against in those 2 races going to be there on Sunday?
Since this is a sky running race also, there are a couple of good sky runners here. The girl who was second at the Dolomite race is here, and the girl who, I think she was 4th or 6th at the Dolomite, and she's a defending world skyrunner champ, she's also here.
Okay, is that the Italian girl?
Yeah.
Whose name is not coming to my mind?
Yeah, mine neither. Yeah, Emanuela.
Oh, okay. Brizio, maybe? Okay. And Megan, what have you been up to this year on the running front?
Let's see. I ran the U.S. Mountain Running Championships in Cranmore and qualified for the world team there. That was in June. I also did the U.S. Trail Half Marathon Championships in June. What else did I do?
Set a new course record.
Oh, I set a new course record.
Where was that?
The Mount Sopris Runoff in Carbondale.
Okay.
It's a 14.25 mile race.
And how did the Trail Half Marathon go?
It went well. I ended up third. I was going for the win, but had a little bit of a foot injury mid-race, but that's pretty much taken care of now. So
good.
I was pleased with third. It was competitive.
Okay. So Megan, you're the defending champion here.
Yeah.
You want to talk a bit about your experience last year and winning such a big and prestigious race out here?
Yeah, it was definitely the best day of my life up until that day. Now that I got married, that has been pushed back into second. But
good answer, Megan.
Yeah, everyone's watching.
It was a totally surreal experience. I came into it not really knowing what to expect. I know I'm a good climber, and I think that first 9 miles really played into my favor. Just kind of led pretty much from the get-go, and just didn't look back and tried to run as hard as I could. And when the downhill came at the end of the race, I'm not the strongest downhill runner, so I was running a little bit scared there, but I didn't realize I had a big enough lead to kind of hold it off. And then really when I rounded that final switch back into Zinal, and everyone's cheering, it was just like the coolest feeling ever. And crossing the line, I was just like, wow, I can't believe I just did that. So it was definitely an awesome experience, so it would be really fun to do the repeat, but I know it's competitive. And
any thoughts on that, Brandy?
I'm not pleased with my performance here either the past 2 years. In the first year I ran was in 2009, and I started too fast, and I basically felt like I was just doing a Sunday morning run the second half of the race. So last year when Megan took off, I'm also a strong climber, and I saw her go, and I didn't want to make the same mistake I had made the year before, but I did. Just the opposite, because then I got to the downhill, and I'm not as good at the downhill either, but then, I was in actually second place all the way until that point, and Angela Mudge, who's a well-known runner all around, she passed me, so I was in third place, and I think I even would have been satisfied had I finished in third, even knowing that I had more left than I did. But in the final, flat sprint into the finish line, I didn't realize one of the other girls was catching me, and I got passed with 300 meters to go. So I ended up in fourth place, and I finished the race feeling like I had way too much left. So I hope we both have good races, and I just want to feel like I have No regrets this year, I guess.
Regrets.
No regrets. No regrets.
So we're looking for a US 1-2.
That would be awesome.
And we'll wait till Sunday to see in which order.
We'll have another Cranmore finish.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh, so you guys were 1 and 2 at Cranmore?
No, we were 3 and 4, but 1 second separated us. And it was only because she caught me at
the finish line was.
Well, she caught me at the very end and thought it was the finish line, but I knew we still had like 10 or 15 more feet. So I continued on, and she did the jump start, so really we tied.
So you didn't tell her?
Well, no.
You knew and you didn't tell her.
I thought I had gotten third and I crossed
the line. That's how I would race too.
And then she goes flying by me and I was like, no!
But we were both fighting to get our positions on a team because 5th place was only a second behind us as well. So it's like one of the 3 of us wasn't going to make the team, and her and I have both been on it before, so I think we probably had more to lose, and we fought for the end.
It was a scary day.
Yeah. I just hope we all run well.
Good.
Yeah, me too.
So maybe looking forward a bit, Megan, after this you're going to focus on the roads, is that right? Or you guys got Worlds in Albania, and then...
Yeah, we've got Worlds in Albania. That's my next big race after this. And then after that, I think I'm going to do the U.S. Trail Marathon Championships in Oregon in November. But I'm still a little conflicted because I did qualify for the U.S. Olympic Trials for the marathon, which are in January. So I got to figure out what my strategy is going to be leading up to that.
Okay. And Brandy, you're taking what are your plans after Sierre-Zinal?
I'm not 100% sure. I think that I may also lean towards the Marathon Trail Championships. I'm definitely not trying for an Olympic Trials standard in the marathon. I think my road days are behind me.
The roads are still fun.
But I'm going to look at some more trail stuff. Not exactly sure what yet.
Okay. So you said earlier that you are definitely not doing Pikes Peak?
Definitely not doing Pikes this year. It was a tough decision to make because I love that race, but I just realistically know running hard at this race and then flying across the ocean and starting school and coaching, I just won't be where I want to be in that race. Like, I'm not to the point where I can just run a race just to run it. Like, I want to be competitive and go for the contention, and I don't think I'd be able to do that 5 or 6 days after this one.
Okay.
Can't take the competitor out of the runner.
Yeah.
So that's what to do. Yeah. I'm not doing Pikes because my sister's getting married that day, or else I would be there.
Oh, okay. Have you run Pikes before, Megan?
No, I've tried to for like the last 3 years, and I've always I haven't been able to do it because of some big event.
Well, pencil that one into the calendar for 2012 early.
It's penciled in.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for the time, and good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
And we'll see how it goes, and hopefully maybe get an interview after the race.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Thanks.